You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
All right, yo, man, 15 Minutes of Fame.
Yo.
Edie, Amin.
Bullshit, man.
Well, you let me get away with it, so you know I'm going to keep saying it till you shoulder bump me, and then I know not to do it
I ain't
again.
shoulder bumped you yet.
No.
Yo, I know you.
And
4 years,
hopefully
I ain't
you
shoulder-
won't.
We've been doing this shit 4 years, and I haven't shoulder bumped you
That's a
one time.
fact.
Damn, I must really fuck with you.
That's a fact. Thank God for that. What's up, brother?
I'm coolin', man. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I don't even know the last time I was at a battle when you battled.
John, you there?
That was COVID.
That was last year.
Very ender.
Something after that. It was we did. I had Cortez. I don't know. The Big T. Earlier this year. I don't know if you came out to LA for that February.
No.
Might have been Amwar.
Yeah, I wasn't in LA.
Oh, all right.
That's the type of performance make me kick a nigga ass.
Niggas should be talking.
I like shit like
You think
that.
he just talking?
Yeah, I'm glad you were
I
entertained.
like shit like that.
I'm
I
glad
ain't
you
gonna lie to
I'm glad you were entertained.
I like shit.
I'm glad you were entertained.
I like shit like that.
I'm glad
That
you
was a good
entertained.
battle, my brother. That was a good battle. Not even a good battle. That was a good performance because you smoked him.
Thank you.
There wasn't even a good battle. You whooped his ass.
I appreciate that, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Coming from one of the Mount Rushmore
I hear
niggas.
that. I hear that. What's up, man?
How you feeling though? Well, how long was the round first? Fuck.
5 minutes, 1 second for the rap round. The rapping round was 5 minutes and 1 second.
And that's what it was set for.
5 minutes.
Okay. And his. I hate to say this because it's you, man, but his rapping round seemed long.
It probably was. You know what I'm saying? It probably was.
It did.
Yeah, it probably was a little bit slightly. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't. I thought he had the duration on his round wasn't that crazy. I thought it was like sustained. You know, it was he had a little turbulence, so it was a little. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was to the con. I think he wrote what he was supposed to do.
And you got through it clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, my speed. There's a couple times with speed and trying to catch like the room, but I was good. I knew my shit.
Did you create your style purposely to be as fast as it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just an onslaught. It
Yeah.
starts to feel like a lot, no freaky. Like
It does.
you know what I'm saying? It's like it seems like a 5 minute round for me. It seemed like I'm saying, cause I get 400. I get if another nigga gets off 150 words, I might get off 20.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So the pace is what kind of, it's a torrid pace. That's a great word. Torrid. Torrid. For anybody that's interested in that, it's a torrid pace. It's like one of those. It's created for havoc. You know what I'm saying? I like it. It's risky as shit, but the reward, as you saw.
Very risky. And then early on in your career, you know, like it kind of like was.
Yeah, but that wasn't my problem.
Well, that's what I always thought. I thought anybody that raps as fast as you rap, you know what I mean, is a potential.
Yeah,
you know.
It's preparation.
Yeah.
Like in the early part, but I knew this round, so I felt good about it going into it.
Right. And we were talking earlier, you and him, and the energy. Like, y'all okay now?
We were good there. I was trying to get under his skin.
And do you think it worked?
You
He
saw it work.
stumbled a lot. Can we call it a choke?
I'm not gonna say that's for the people.
Okay,
Because the fans can tell me what it was. I knew that he didn't. I know that as a rapper, he didn't get through his materials clean as he would want to.
Right.
So I can't say whether or not, on me being a competitor, I'm not the most objective to be able to say whether or not it was a choke.
Right.
I'll leave that up to when they see it. They can call it what they want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And everybody's talking about the tick, tick, tick bar. Everybody, the crowd went crazy when you did that. So, everybody liked that shit that they could relate to.
Respectfully.
You know what I mean?
That
So,
old soul doing that wild
yeah.
shit, man.
And then as usual, man, you always got a lot of deep shit in there too. So,
Whoa, what's up?
oh my God.
What's going on? Like, what type of interview is this? Like, I just want to be clear. Like, I just got to prepare myself mentally for what type of.
You had a lot of intellectual.
Things that make you think pieces.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, because you just asking about depth.
But yeah,
how
because
long the round is.
that's what you do, man. I mean, you give us a variety of different types of shit. Some people, they have one subject matter that they talk about, but you know.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
I've lived a varied life.
Yes.
I've lived a varied and sordid life, so I got a lot of different references I can tap into. But it's an overall message when I rap that. People don't realize that, but like it's cautionary. I don't rap from the perspective of like, go do what I did, go through what I went through. I just told somebody that actually, niggas is like, I want to be like you when I grow up. I said, nah, don't do 10 years in prison. what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have to go through to gain the plethora of experience that I've gained. You shouldn't have to go through that. So
Right.
My shit is cautionary. Like, listen to me and then understand, like, this ain't how you want to be. You don't want to be paranoid. You don't want to always have to look over your shoulder because shit that happened when you was 13. You don't want to always, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to always, like, you can't come out of a way of thinking because it's not conducive to you continuing to live because of mistakes that you made when you were, before you turned 21. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, stay away from that shit.
How was his material? Like, were you impressed with his material?
Yeah, it was what I expected. It was like, okay, so I can say this now because we're not battling, and hopefully, I mean, he sees it's not a knock on him at all. It's just an analysis as a person that likes to watch this shit. He is very creative. Very creative. But the problem is that you have to add a layer of depth to your creativity. Meaning it can't be superficial level. Like, rapping is twofold in terms of what you express. Like, you can be creative with the words and then you can be creative with the message. You have to combine the two. So it's like he's very creative with the words, but he hasn't found like his footing in terms of being creative with his message yet. So it's like when you're rapping against somebody who has any type of substance, I'm not saying I do, I'm just saying when you rap against somebody that does have substance always is gonna outweigh punches. That's just how it goes. Substance outweighs punches.
Sometimes.
You gotta have unless your punches are otherworldly.
Okay.
But most times people don't give credit like Rum. Rum is not just a puncher. Niggas just want to give. He's
the shit he says is crazy.
He says things about you and breaks you down as he's punching. He just doesn't do it in the typical fashion. He just punches. He's punch heavy, so niggas think that. And it's like, no, it's a reason why it's like if all he was doing was punching, he wouldn't be here. Like, it's a lot of niggas that all they do is punch. You don't see them, they're not Rum.
Right.
Like, so shout out him. Like, give him his credit where it's actually due. Like, he's not just a puncher. He's a very creative. So I'm saying that to say, like, and it's not to compare the two at all. I'm using that as an example. It's like you gotta have some level of creativity with. And you have to have some message with your creativity when you're battling someone who has a message. You can't just get up there when a nigga's talking to you and just try to punch through that. You got to talk back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
you did that. You did that.
And I think that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like necessarily attempt the best. So
and he fell for the sucker move that nobody in battle rap is supposed to fall. Somebody else fell for that before.
What?
When you handed him the water and he actually took the water. And it fucked him up.
I was telling him, like, he was already fucking up before I picked it up.
Well, you know what I mean, that moment.
Gesture. I thought, you know what I'm saying? But this is the thing, I was telling him, like, in terms of experience, that's where remember before that, if you drop the interviews, you'll see exactly what I said in the interview, exactly how I played out. Because, like, no matter what, I'm not Charlie Clips, I'm not Luck, I'm not none of them niggas, right? But I've been doing this shit 4 years now. And I'm like an avid, like I study. Like, I'm not a nigga that just does this. Like,
right.
I study. You know what I'm saying? So I studied the game tape. And I saw what the deficiencies like.
My man Ace.
Amin.
Amin. I said it right.
Yeah, Freetown Marketer. Go get your Freetown Marketer Design Inc. That's where I got this Letterman from. KMM. Shout out to Mob.
Fire.
Shout out Swervo for doing work yesterday. Shout out.
Crazy work yesterday. Shout out Swerve, man.
Shout out the whole Merlin. We in here. Shout out Tay Rock for giving out the
Let me see the back of the jacket because I saw it on. So I said the jacket, motherfucker. Why so many O's?
Mob.
Okay, gotcha.
You heard that at Countless Battle. So we say Mob.
Okay.
Shout out KMM. Shout out Kill. Shout out the whole KMM. Shout out Merlin. Shout out the DMV. Drugs is a bitch. Shout out everybody.
Can I ask you why drug is a bitch? Do y'all have issues? Huh?
You gotta ask his mother.
Gotta ask his mother.
Oh God.
What happened with y'all? Cause y'all Goonies.
I've said it. I ain't here for that. Not
okay.
in that offense.
Then we won't.
I just haven't. I've said it before. Not in terms of why he's a bitch. I mean, not why he's a bitch. Why I'm saying he's a bitch. Public.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This has been the vibe for a long time, but just now it's public. Drugs is a bitch. It's a campaign.
You and drugs had issues a long time?
We're not.
All right. My man, Edie Amin.
Love you, brother.
I love you too, brother.
Oh my God, man.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.